Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I am so excited. I have my friend Ali Khataw here with me, who is this amazing community leader, businessman, entrepreneur, and I hear a great dancer, Ali. Is that true?
I don't know about that.
Ali is here to help us understand a little bit more about why we should do the 2020 census. Ali, what is the census?
Basically, we need to be counted so that the states and the government knows where the populations are. So revenues from the government can be distributed from the federal government to the state government, to the cities. And really, one has to really understand what goes behind the scenes to get those numbers and then how the money is distributed from the federal government. Take your hospitals right now, your infrastructure, your nursing homes, public safety facilities, fire stations, urban development. How do you know what kind of population, what type of population, what age group are they involved in which areas of town and or which areas of cities or which areas of states? And so it is very important that one understands and participates in this program.
So this is mandated by the Constitution, right? So we have to do it.
Yes, the Constitution requires it, and it is part of, I think it's Article 1 of the Constitution.
Yeah, and they've been doing it since the 1700s. They've been counting us every 10 years. Who should be counted in the household?
Everybody who lives in the household. So in my case, it was very simple. I have my parents living with me, and so my wife and my kids are gone. Now they're married, so they don't live in this household. They're going to be responding to their own census, which will come to their residence. So I have 4, and everybody in the household needs to be counted and responded. One thing that I would like to share is that when I initially got my envelope to fill out the form and go online and fill it out, it had the code in it. So the envelope brings the code, and you go online and you can participate in that. It was asking me for my birth date, and I was wondering, why is it asking that? But then I realized it absolutely makes sense, because how would they know what age groups are in which areas? Because again, to develop infrastructure, to develop schools, how would we know how much money needs to be allocated for education, for primary education, for secondary education, or for postgraduate degrees? So it is very important that age group be included. And so after putting some thought into it, I said, yeah, that was brilliant. And that was the correct question to ask in a census.
So how is this information used? Is it secure? Should people be afraid of their information being used or misused?
No, it is absolutely secure. I had no problem whatsoever. I always think of myself as an Asian. So I looked at the categories where I fit as my race. They actually had a separate section which actually said others, in which they defined Pakistanis. And so I was born in Pakistan, and I'm a US citizen, obviously, but I was born in Pakistan. So they wanted to know the hereditary from where I came. And that's, so it's very simple. It took me literally, I'm not exaggerating this, it took me, I think, 7 or 8 minutes to get done.
Wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about how people can actually do this. So you did it. You filled yours out and sent it in, or did you go online?
No. So there are 3 ways that one can fill out the census, right? So you will probably get something in the mail, and which basically gives you a code to go online and put in that code, and then you can fill out the forms. The other way is that 2020 census, there's a website, 2020census.gov, which is another way. Just go in there and fill out the census. Or you can always dial a toll-free number, which I believe it is 1-800-923-8282. And the best part about that is that it has language support. So if you cannot understand English real well, and so there are other languages available, and it would be very easy to fill out. It is very, very important that we get counted. I did my job.
So hold that up proudly. You did
holding
great.
that up.
I am counted. Wonderful, Ali. Thank you so much. So Everyone be counted, every household get counted, everyone in your family. If anyone is visiting you for more than 6 months on a day, they get to be counted.
Right.
Legal status does not matter, citizen status
No,
does not matter. They
no.
just want to know who's in the country right now. It's a
Right,
snapshot,
right, right.
but it is for the next 10 years,
Yeah.
Ali. That's
And
the
please don't be afraid. There is nothing that is secrecy or anything in there. It is really going to help our local city, our state in getting the right funding and right allocating the right information.
Thank you so much, Ali.
Thank you. Thanks.